CRM is a trauma treatment modality that not only clears and releases the deep root causes of traumatic experiences, dissociation, and defense responses, but it also provides a context, a platform, and the opportunity to really remember who we are, that being our spiritual essence, our highest self. Basically, this isn't just a trauma treatment for complex PTSD, it's a trauma treatment for any human being on the face of this earth who has something that is challenging them. And not only is it a modality that clears what is challenging us, but allows us to step into positive neuroplasticity and therefore into a state of loving the self and stepping into this reconnection to who we really are. I think one of the most important things about what it means for clients is that they are able to truly explore having a different relationship with themselves, and that is primary. That the focus being on them creating a different way of being with self, as well as just simply being without expectation, without demand, just being, is something that's really different and very much welcome. One of the most important things for clients is that a therapist and that a modality is able to address the fears. There is no room for fear in CRM in terms of it being just an accepted part of the process. In CRM, we're working with the fears straight out on the table, first thing out of the gate. We're working with fear of the work. We're working with fear of healing. We're working with fear of being embodied. We're working with fear of being in relationship with self. We're working with the fears that will put up obstacles in the therapeutic process, and what makes therapists think that their modality doesn't work or that it's a bad client, that they're just simply borderline and nothing can be done with them. So it really creates the space for clients to step into fully acknowledging and fully embracing and staying awake. I think staying awake is a more important way of putting it. Staying awake to their fear, staying awake to what the causes of their fears are, and how those really impact their relationships and the way they live their lives. And this is empowering in and of itself, as well as another level actually of trauma processing and resourcing also. I think that one of the other things that's really important and what CRM really helps the clients with is acknowledging all of the hidden parts of themselves, the parts that have never been called forward before, and the parts that have never felt safe enough. When I say parts, I mean ego states. We all have them. It doesn't matter whether we're really healthy or whether we have, a lot of challenges. Every human being on the face of the earth is dissociative to some degree on the dissociative spectrum and does, operate by virtue of an ego state system. The only part of ourselves that is not an ego state is our core self. Otherwise, are the parts of us that go to work, that parent, that are in relationships, that have fun, that get angry, that are someone's son or daughter or parent. All of those are simply ego states. But with complex PTSD clients in particular, because the fear is so great, meaning the triggers that result in fear that then result further in defense responses and dissociation has, oftentimes kept significant parts of a client hidden from themselves, hidden from their therapist, hidden from the healing process. And CRM allows all of that to be easily accessed and stepped into in a way that is sometimes not just doable, but joyful, paradoxically. So for clients, I think the meaning for CRM for them is just a whole different way of experiencing life and a whole different way of defining themselves outside of their trauma experiences in the therapeutic process. So they're no longer feeling like they are dependent on the therapist. We do not want to create dependency on a therapist at all. Everything is done to empower. Everything is done to give clients a sense of agency so that when they leave therapy for the day, there's a week or two between their sessions, or they leave therapy because their therapy is quote unquote complete, they have the skills, they have what they need to go on without feeling that an external person needs to be by their side. We allow them to feel that there is always someone by their side because that someone is them. And we teach that.